shout out to my boy Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs, for directing videos. Make sure y'all check him out. Foggy Lens, aka Foggy Lungs. My kind of guy. D-Block, yeah. Ghost told you so.
BBN Jackfruits. What's up, party people? How's everybody? I wish that transition was smoother. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Couple of things we want to talk about today. First, we're going to have some update on the Shanquella Robinson case, just so we can be clear on this. We're going to have some updates. I saw some videos come out today. Actually, we're going to be giving updates on all of those videos. That means including Tory Lanez. And also, you're going to be seeing a lot of other BBN stuff popping up in the next couple of days. All over the place. Just make sure that you like those videos too and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Salute to this shit. I don't know what else to tell you. Before we get the show started, I want to say something because something was brought to my attention and I just want to be clear about this. The other day, I made a reference to this extremely cute girl. So anyway, she mentioned she had a kid. So when I was talking to y'all about this, I wasn't saying that I'm not interested in a female that has a kid. That would be insane. Kendra had two, and I know how I feel about her. So that would be insane. I'm just saying, generally speaking, when a woman has a young child, you expect for a man to be in their life. Something tragic happened, or it just couldn't work out. I wouldn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't know that. So maybe I should find out. But anyway, in any regard, I just want to just make that clear. Because somebody said something to me about it, and they said I might offend single mothers that might not know that my intentions were different. Somebody contacted me because it was like, "Yo, you sounded like weird." I was like, "Nah, that's not what it is." Well, they knew. With that being said, I want y'all to know real quick. We are going to for everybody. Was not even my idea. It was actually somebody that contacted me that wanted to get their music played on the platform and said, "Hey, Jack, how can we make this happen?" And they have some other people that might want to be involved in this. They said, "How are we going to make this happen?" I said, "Not a problem at all." They said, "Can you start a show just for that?" I said, "You know what, we could do that." So now we have a show that we will be putting together that's going to allow for people to have their music played over here. And we will try to get a panel also. We don't just want my opinion on this music. We're going to try to put a panel together, maybe of 3 people. I would like a 3-person panel. So maybe 2 people and me. So we could always, 3 people at least. Preferably we'll find a female and just another guy that could be a part of this panel. And then so we could be able to critique whatever the music or have conversations about whatever the music is. With that also being said, I'm going to put the invite down there in case somebody want to come up and speak on this particular matter now. And just so we can be clear, when we do the interviews, it's not necessarily going to be live. It's going to be pre-recorded. So we can make sure that we get the best content possible, and we could actually edit and cut out things that we might not need. With that being said, let's get to actual content, you red bastards. I want to say something real quick involving around. Okay, I gotta make it more window. I want to say something real quick involving around this Shanquella Robinson situation, and I'm not gonna be needing this. I want to say something real quick revolving around this Shanquella Robinson situation. I want to be as clear as possible with this because I think what she basically fell victim to is we live in a society where we are under the impression that we have to be friendly or friends with people because you're friends with somebody who is cool with me, but we don't like each other, but we all cool and we all in the same circle. So I'm one of those people that I'm not really gonna partake in that. You know what I'm saying? Like if we got 5 or 6 of us and I don't really F with a couple of y'all, I'm not really going deep with all of y'all. That's just not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't really mess with these people. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like going somewhere with somebody that if they get into it, that I'm not going to be ready to act on it. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's fake. That's fake going somewhere with somebody where if a situation is about to happen, that's crazy going somewhere with somebody that if a situation is about to happen, you're not going to partake. You're just going to allow for them to be injured or hurt or whatever the case might be. You understand what I'm saying? That's absolutely bananas. Sheesh. Let's get to this Shanquella Barkley conversation real quick. Robinson, pardon me. A couple of things that I want to say. It'll take 2 seconds. Nancy Grace interviewed the moms, and while I'm saying how Nancy Grace interviewed the moms, I also want to inform you that the mother is right now getting assistance, or at least speaking with, or having somebody speak with them on these matters, and I believe it's Until Freedom. I think Until Freedom has recently came out and said that they are or have been being helpful to the Robinson family in these particular matters. Excuse me, Def. I don't understand what you're saying. Explain. I don't understand what this comment means. Just explain it to me. You talking about when you go in, you talking about if it has to deal with some weirdos that you're going somewhere with, like if it's the group of friends and there's a couple of people that you don't deal with, you say it's cool if it's business, but other than that, sometimes you got to do business with people you don't like. That's cool. That's true. I agree with that. 100%. Sometimes you got to do business with people you don't like. So if that's what you're saying, I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with that. Sometimes you got to do business with people you don't like. You're not going to like everybody you do business with. That is a lot to ask for. So before we go into that, I want to see Nancy Grace real quick. I don't really want to get the audio. I want to see if anybody spoke on it. Steph said, you nailed it. Appreciate you. Shout out to y'all guys pulling up. So nobody's actually written on it. Ball Michelle, Nancy Grace, Joy. I don't know who this is. Let's see. What's this? I think we looked at this the other day. They're gonna have the clip where Nancy Grace is talking. Let's just go over this one more time, if y'all don't mind.
Her cause of death. Not only do they beat the woman, stand by and video this girl getting killed, they then lie about her cause of death to her mother.
Yo, not for nothing. And I think people don't understand how this works, right? But you do know, and I just think people don't understand how this works. Maybe everybody understands how this works, and I'm lost, and I just think that people don't. But you do know, right, that when you go and let's say a crime has been committed, let's say you did not commit the crime, somebody else committed the crime, you know about said crime that was committed, then you're going and you're talking to other people about crime, and you're lying about the crime, trying to withhold what actually happened and trying to make it you're lying, trying to conceal like the truth or whatever. You do know that when they decide to take those people to court or however that goes, it's gonna come up that you were trying to help these people get away with said crime. And by doing that, you can literally be, guess what? Complicit after the fact. You're doing something to try to help the guilty party get away with the crime. And I think that that's what people don't be understanding. They be like, yo, well, I could lie to that person. They not the cops. Yeah, but what happens when that person is turned state's evidence? What happens then? Is it gonna matter they not the cops? When they get on the stand and they start saying whatever the part it is that they're gonna be conveying, is it gonna matter that they not the cops? Or is it gonna matter that you told them a story and you was trying to hide the truth? And that's the part right here that Nancy Grace, I believe, you accessory after the fact. And that's the part right now that I believe Nancy Grace is actually trying to point out right here. And just so we can be clear, and this is what I mean by, I get all the criticism in the world about whatever, but we're listening to lawyers, and these lawyers are telling you exactly what I said. The first day, before we even had any real evidence, when all we saw was a video, they're saying exactly what I said. This is no cap. The video, I believe it should still be up. This ain't cap.
They lied about it. Now, is lying a felony? No, it is not. But doesn't it suggest to you, Gary, that they lied for a nefarious reason, and that reason being to cover up their involvement in her death?
Also, I want to be clear about something. What y'all got to understand is they're all on the hook anyway. You understand that, right? They're all on the hook, and there's nothing they can do about it. All of them are on the hook. Why all of them on the hook? Because they all came back from fucking Cabo. They all jumped on that plane. You understand? They all told the police something other than what actually happened. They were the Mexican police, but they were still the police. You do know the way a Mexican trial runs, the way that their trial runs down there, they don't have jury trials. Jury trials is like set for like treason and stuff like that real quick, right? So they don't really have jury trials in Mexico. What they have is they have non-jury trials. You just have a judge. It's crazy. I mean, we think it's crazy because, you know, we are in a place where we think about how there's going to be a jury trial. But look, does Mexico have a jury trial? It is important to note that under the judicial process in Mexico, there is no jury trials except for in the case of treason. And these proceedings are primarily written. So yeah, so these guys aren't going to get an actual jury trial. They're going to stand, if they go to Mexico, they're going to be standing in front of a judge. There's going to be a person that's going to say all of the things that they're accused of. You understand this? And one of the things they're going to be accused of is saying that this woman had alcohol poisoning, while the autopsy is going to show that she got beat to death. Every last one of them is going to say alcohol poisoning when talking to the police.
Yes, absolutely. It very much appears that the story is being told to to the family from the very get-go were not true. And
lied to the police, came back, lied to the family.
it does raise the question of whether this was a pre-planned attack, whether it was organized not only by the person who committed it physically, but those around the room. And you know, it's a sad day for the family, but it's also going to be a very, very sad day for these people because they are going to be implicated. They are going to, at a minimum, be witnesses in a potential criminal trial of the person.
You got that right, Davidson. They're not just witnesses. And what you said really hits the nail.
I want to say something. You know how people be talking and I cut them off when they get somewhere and people be like, Jack, let them talk. No, you're supposed to cut somebody off when they make a great point so we can then expound on said great point.
Davidson.
Shout out to
Now I know
Nancy
why you're a
Grace.
And what you said.
These people, because they are going to be implicated. They are going to, at a minimum, be witnesses in a potential criminal trial.
We ain't glossing over
You
that.
got that right, Davidson. They're not just witnesses. And what you said really hits the nail on the head, Gary Davidson. Now I know why you're a high-profile lawyer specializing in international law. This was pre-planned. I mean,
Nancy, could I speak to that? Because I agree.
I mean, the woman is asleep in bed, and they come in with a video camera with Muhammad Ali over there in the corner.
So they woke her up out of her sleep to fight. First of all, that's so messed up. I can't even explain how messed up that is. Imagine being woken up out of your sleep and expected to do any kind of extraneous, anything physical. Your muscles, you've just been sleeping. He said Mexico is running to their side of the border, and the U.S. is delivering them with a ribbon and a bow. I believe that the U.S. might also want to prosecute them because you know how these guys just love the stage.
Ready to fight? They have this thing planned.
What did I tell y'all from the rip? I just want to say this. I don't want to keep just always pointing out how I tell y'all something, right? And then it turns out that people who are much smarter than me say the same exact thing after. Just want to point that out. Yo, we are going to be posting. I have the entire Jadakiss concert. When shout out to Sharky's Event Center. Shout out to Sharky's Event Center. Shout out to Sharky's Event Center. It was dope as shit. I hope to be invited back. I'm pretty sure that I am. It was dope. The whole venue was dope. If you're up there in that area and they have anything going on there, it's worth it. They have outside area, they have an inside area. I'm guessing the outside area is predominantly used in the warmer months. It is absolutely incredible there. Also, the drinks are incredible. Usually, as y'all know, when I go out to somewhere, I usually have like one drink. I like a one drink minimum because you gotta have at least one drink. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of, you don't have at least one drink. Like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? You gotta give some money to the bar. So I always have one drink. The drink was I had a whiskey sour. It was on point. I like my whiskeys. I like my Hennessy's also, just so we can be clear on these things over here. And it was just incredible. Whole event, Sharky's Event Center. Make sure that if you up there, that you pull up. You're gonna love it. I promise you. Ambiance, magnifique. So real quick, back to what we're talking about. If you would like to have all right, what's the next topic we want to move over to? We had a couple of let's see what else we got going on over here. So if you don't mind, you can move this thing. You can move this out my way. You can move this out my way. Boom. This thing. Let me see what else we had going on. I didn't. Let's see. Still in here. Boom. Nancy Grace. We just talked about the Cabo 5. They calling them the Cabo 5. What do y'all think about that? Yo, should we be? Oh shit. Okay, so that one's lost. I accidentally put the Tory Lanez one in the folder over here. And this folder stick. But what do y'all think about that Cabo 5? Y'all think about that? What do y'all think? I'm gonna put that up there real quick. I'm gonna put that up. I don't know what y'all guys think about that. Are we calling them the Cabo 5 or like is that what do you should we call them the Cabo 5, right? What do y'all guys think about that? I'll put a 50-50. 50-50. I want to know what you guys think about that. Should we be calling the Cabo 5? I want to look for this thing. Like, should we be jacking that? I mean, we want people like Nancy Grace speaking on said topic. Don't get it confused. Because she's going to be able to contact people that we're not going to be able to contact. I'm looking for a thing. My apologies, y'all. Because she's going to be able to contact people we're not going to be able to contact. So we would want, it would behoove us for Nancy Grace to, and other oral publications, not for nothing, to find a reason to there we go. Boom. Sheesh. Tory Lanez hit with new felony charges. Okay, so for real quick, for everybody that don't know about the new charges, Tory Lanez has been hit with. Basically, what is happening is, they are now charging him with discharging the firearm. Just so we can be clear, they are now charging him with discharging the firearm. Currently, Def says this one is an international incident. Let's put this up on the screen. Hold on. Let's hold on to this real quick before you leave. And then we'll move on. It says this one is an international incident because the U.S. State Department, the FBI, and the Mexican feds are in this. Also, Mexico and the U.S. have extradition treaties between them. That's literally the reason in which why I do believe that they might already be incarcerated. They might already be detained. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I believe they might already be detained. Because of that, I mean, that's basically, you hit the nail on the head as far as I'm concerned. That's why I believe they're already detained. I think there's agencies that believe that they're already detained too, but they're like, yo, why aren't you telling us? So they feel a way about that. And they should probably feel a way about the fact that you've already got these guys detained, but you don't want to let us know why. Why don't you want to let us know why you got them detained? What's the problem here? Don't nobody see these dudes on the street. You think they dug a hole and jumped in it? Also, you don't think if people saw these dudes, they wouldn't be putting them on blast? These guys can't go out. They might just never went back outside, as far as I know. They might be just holed up in their crib this whole time. What the hell do I know? But I would assume if they were, people be watching their house. People know who these people are, right? That probably are upset that this happened. I want to be clear about something. Whether you was paying attention to what Nancy Grace said or not, or pardon me, if you haven't been paying attention to what the mother of real quick, we want to go back to the Nancy Grace thing. If you haven't been paying attention to what the mother of Shanquella Barkley has been saying, she said they sent her the video. Copy? She said the video was sent to her. These people were live streaming this shit. You think they video record killing her and then uploaded it? That's not what happened. They were live streaming this shit. Niggas was recording their live stream. You get it? Y'all do. I'm gonna explain to y'all something real quick. Everybody that don't get it. There's this thing called metadata. Metadata. I don't care what you want to call it. There's this thing called like metadata. There's this thing called metadata. Basically, every time we take a photo with any digital equipment, it gets stamped. Anytime we upload something, it gets stamped. So anytime you upload anything from any device, they can go back and find exactly what device it was that you uploaded it from. You get it? You get it? They can go find whatever device you uploaded it from. So what is going to happen is these individuals, listen, they live stream the shit. I promise you that's what happened. They live stream the shit. I promise you that's what happened. I promise you. When they live streamed it, somebody else recorded it. Boom. You know how many people probably recorded it? You think only one? Then whoever recorded it sent it to her mom's. That's how her mom's found out. That's who was uploading it online. I don't think they beat her to death and then uploaded it. I think they were live streaming. Now listen why this is important. If they were live streaming, guess what you could claim. Guess what you could assume if they were live streaming. I'll say it, but if anybody else want to say it, they can. Planned. Exactly. Exactly. Shout out to Tone Cone. Planned. planned. What did I tell you from the rip? The rip. What did I tell you? Off the rip. What did I tell you? What did I tell you off the rip? They live streamed it. It was a setup. They live streamed it, homie. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Paid a meal before the Richie T, no lacking, bitch, I'm sitchy like my bitch is yellow bone. Ass fat, yeah, I'm picky. I'm the type to hit a bitch from the back like she Ricky. Get her hair done just to get some top, now it's frizzy. When I'm done, I just bust all on her face, left her sticky. Flood the whole hood with work shit, now everybody busy. When I make it, whole hood coming, everybody with me. I'm the type to pop out with that stick like you watching Disney. Put 2 O's in both sides of his V, now he drizzy. I be deep down in my feelings like who really rocking with me. Yeah, my trap booming, bitch, I got more 3 5s than Griffies. Yeah, them purse real, give it 5 minutes, you be itching. Man, I hate these hoes, all of them some bougie broke bitches. Living rich records, bitch, we some cutthroat niggas. Wanna be the game, gotta catch a body, no snitching. When I caught that case, it was just me, no code of fitness. How I change up, been acting like I don't know niggas. Switching lanes up, no this ain't that S550, switch my name up. Yeah, but I'm the same old nigga. Plain Jane's cool, yeah, but I like diamonds on my wrist. Long live stacks, still can't believe he independent. Long live hat, niggas know he shot stacks. Killer, that's that get back. Every time we spend our ops block, they heard that shit clap. Everybody kick like 4Ks, that's a Kit Kat. Bitch, I dropped a mint on the grill, that's a Tic Tac. I be fresh as fuck, all designer, but it's mismatched. Tap in, I'm taxing for the sauce, yeah, I got that. Bitch, don't ask me what I'm smoking on, cause it's that iPad. Bullet got no name, but them shits hitting who I shot at. Know his name ain't T.I., but we left that nigga top back. Got them all waiting for the tape, they like drop that. When I'm in the A, they know my shit, I gotta pop that. Thinking I can't fuck your bitch, nigga, boy, stop that. Yeah, bitch, I'm Bugatti, you getting dropped if you not that. 731, I'm on the north side, where we my back. Ops say they gon' slide, but they just talking like a podcast. Fuck that yapping, drop the low, we pull up where they drop that. Left a wet sign on they block, the way the game came through and mock that.
Somebody already got kicked.
I think one of my most toxic traits is I go out to public dressed like this, and then I'd be like, why the fuck is everyone looking at me? Like, the fuck are y'all looking at? But like, girl, you know what they looking at. You know what they looking at.
BBN Jack Frost. Yo. All right, so I want to be clear about that. So real quick. Back to this situation. Let's get on what we was talking about Tory Lanez real quick. Let's go back to Tory Lanez real quick. I want to say something. And I want to be clear about this. I don't know if this is something that we should find as important, or if this is something that we should find as not important, however that might go. But they took a long time to charge him with discharging the firearm. They're now charging him with the actual discharging of the firearm. They was not charging him with that previously. So now they are charging him with discharging the firearm. I want to be clear about this. So I don't know if there's new evidence. Remember, all of the evidence that we previously had is that he did not have any gunpowder residue on him. Also, the actual firearm did not have his fingerprints nor his DNA on it. It was inconclusive at best. So I don't know how this is going. We're going to see what's happening. We already got that video dropped. These are just videos that I'm showing y'all that we dropped today, by the way. We dropped that video. We dropped another one too. I think I already showed y'all. We dropped another one today too. Hold on. Get it for you. I believe it was this right here. DJ Pat. Oh, the government clarifies, just so we can be clear. Shout out to this too, because definitely it sounded like something else that it wasn't. So the government clarifies, just so we could be clear, what is actually happening in this particular situation. The government has clarified that DJ Pat, just so we could be clear, he is when he was trying to escape or whatever they was trying to say, because his bond is 2.5, 2 million. His bond is 2 million. So one of the reasons in which why they said his bond was 2 million, because of the fear of him not coming back. And they basically said that he had obtained a passport, and also besides the passport, he had a trip that he was planning on going to Mexico or something like that. Ironic. But what happened was that this was already something that was previously planned. This was not something that he decided to do after the fact. Also, by the time he was arrested, he had also went and canceled those plans. So he also canceled those plans. So the passport that he was going to get and the trip that he was trying to have outside of the country had been planned prior to the tragedy revolving around Takeoff. So I believe that's why they're trying to go back and trying to get a bond reduction at this point, saying that our client was never trying to run. It was just a circumstance where when you decided to accuse us of this thing, we previously already had an expectation of going on this trip. So that's why I believe that they're going to be going now and checking out to see if there's going to be a if they could get bail reduction. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get bail reduction. I don't think they should get bail reduction just because of the fear of the problems that they might have. Keeping him safe, keeping him in jail might be safe, the safest thing you could do for him or the public, or any way that he might decide to go to, right? So keeping him locked up might be the best thing for everybody. And sometimes it's like that, not for nothing. And I think sometimes people don't really look at it like that, because you're like, yo, man, I don't want to be let, I want to be free. I don't want to be legged up. But you have to look at it as, if this guy was out on the streets right now with the understanding that people might have that he might actually have did this. We don't know currently as it is. We haven't saw the evidence. There allegedly is surveillance footage that shows him doing it allegedly. I can't say that this is true or not, but I will say this. The bowling alley that they was at, I didn't know it was an outside type mall. So it's an outside type mall, like what they call those kiosks. I don't know what the hell they call those things. A strip mall. It's like an outside type strip mall situation. So I thought it was an inside building this whole time. That's why I'm like, they gotta be cameras. But it's actually an outside strip mall type of situation. So there might not be cameras, but apparently there was, because they said that there was surveillance footage allegedly that shows this particular individual doing what he did. So we don't know. We have to see it for ourselves. Right now, this is a dream. It's just a story that people are putting out there and telling us. But we don't know whether it's the truth or not. So I guess we got to find out. We'll see what's happening revolving around that. But just so we could be clear, DJ Pat was not attempting to run allegedly from the situation. Allegedly, it was already a previously planned vacation that he was going to take with whoever to go do a thing. So we cleared that up. We spoke about that on the video. I'm pretty sure in the video we had more to say than that. It's a pretty about 7 minute long video, whatever the case might be. And so those are the conversations that we had scheduled for tonight. We 40 minutes in. That's about it. I haven't been doing tonight shows lately, and as you are hearing now, we are also planning to move the Tonight Show to a different type of schedule, just so we can be clear. So we will be soon getting music videos up. So this short type of run actually behooves us for us to be able to get in here and do what we got to do real quick, so we can get the music video show together. So that's what we are going to be moving towards attempting to do. We're going to see what happens. She's a cutie too. I'm not going to show you what I'm talking about. She a cutie too. Yeah, I definitely have zero issue with dating a woman that has a kid. That's insane. I don't have a problem with that. Just there's always the fear, or not the fear, but there's always the, you don't know, man. The whoever the hell is, because it's not a problem. I mean, I like kids, so it's not a problem. You understand what I'm saying? But there's, you don't know if there's some dude he's hanging around. Is like he wants to be a part. You don't know what's going on over there. Sometimes you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. I mean, even in that regard, I don't care. But what I mean by hanging around is she's still entertaining. That's what I mean. Just so we can be clear. I don't mean hanging around like the nigga is like stalking. People got stalkers. No, I know. And I wouldn't want a father to not be in their child's life. Just so you can be clear, I've dated women that have had children, and I've always been pro allow the dude in the child's life, because that's insane. Like, why would you not want that? Especially for me, like, that would never be something I will be on. I just can't be. I know how important it is to have as much I don't even know the word to use. But children need it. And so we should be trying to supply it to the children. I don't know what word to use, but a child shouldn't have to grow up and not feel like they're not protected. A child should never grow up and feel like no one cares. Like, you know, a child shouldn't grow up like that. So I'm always anti anything that is going to cause for a child to grow up and not have just the normal securities that you would expect for a person to get. I'm not even talking about the extra shit. I'm talking about the normal, regular shit. And whenever we could supply that in spades to a child, and then we could hopefully, you know, motivate that child to be a great human being when they become adults. And that's what the goal is, right? So no, I would never be against that. Unless it was like an issue of some kind. What I want, you got. And I did not mean to do that. What kind of club is this? This club is just, they just get on the stage and fight people. Just, what the fuck? What kind of music is this? This is a thing people like doing? Oh Lord. Wait, why is there a mat? Okay, this is. There's a guy doing capital error. Oh Lord, I don't know what to tell you. I guess if you want to just, I want to know when the martial arts guy is going to show up. I want to know when the karate experts. I want to know when the black belt guy is going to show up. He said, I heard y'all was having fun over here and wanted to join in. So I want to know when that guy's going to show up. Well, they all got black on, apparently. One dude grabbed another dude and just started punching him. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is, man, I'm not doing this, yo. This is crazy. This is entertainment for people. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. I don't know what to tell you. People be bananas. People be bananas. Oh, sheesh. I can't look at that. Somebody had a whole bunch of bugs in their crib. I can't look at that. Oh, sheesh. That's just messing with my brain. Ooh. All right, so I don't have much to talk about tonight. That was for our show. I'm trying to make our show get streamlined also for the Tonight Show. Generally speaking, we will be wrapping it up now. I mean, not talking about previous iterations of this particular program. I'm talking about now. Generally speaking, we will be getting ready to wrap it up because we are going to start having our what we plan on, just so we can be rappers. Yes. So apparently, my guy is gonna putting together a female rapper. There's gonna be, I guess, the headliners is gonna be some female rappers. We were supposed to be doing something with somebody else. It passed. We didn't get to do it. I think it didn't come off. I think they actually didn't do it. So I don't want to say who it was because of some shit that just recently happened with them in their career. So I don't want to call them out. But just so we can be clear, there is supposed to be a showcase we're going to be doing. It's going to be, I'm not sure if it was supposed to be in New York or not. That's going to be lit if it's in New York. If it's not, it's not. But also we might be pulling up to another event. Just so we can be clear. When we get to these events, I'm gonna make sure I make more connections with a lot of these rappers. Sometimes I make the connection with the rapper, but like I said, I got to make sure I make a better connection with these rappers. Make sure that we stay on top. We have a lot of rappers we have quite a few rappers who have already contacted me and said that they would like to have their videos played over here that I've met. So we're gonna try to make sure that we curate some good music for you guys. Just some music in general. What do I know what's good music and what I don't know? So I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to tell us what you believe the good music to be. Like, what do I know? We're just gonna go find the music. We're gonna play it over here, and we're gonna see what happens. You get blue checks by interviewing with media outlets. I'm an actual media outlet. Forget what anyone else is saying. A factual statement is that I'm a media outlet. Artists contact me to come to their events. Some of the events I don't go to, so I don't tell y'all about it. But I get contacted often to go to events. Some of the events ain't in New York. Some of the events I just don't go to. I'm a media outlet. You dudes is trying to get blue checks and everything else. You're supposed to be contacting people like me. Why do you think they do interviews? Why do you think you want your music played places? Why do you think you want people to post you? Why do you think it's important when you get posted by a media outlet to repost that they posted you? Don't let any of this go over your head. I mean, I constantly be telling people how this shit work. So get interviewed. All of you guys is trying to get blue checks. Get interviewed. And then on top of that, let's say you want to get interviewed by somebody that ain't even me. Everybody knows who I am. If you get interviewed by me, you might be able to get an interview with somebody else that might not want to give you a freaking interview. Everybody does know who Jack is, one way or the damn other. Just so we can be clear. And I would definitely date a woman that had a young child. Why would I not do that? I would definitely do that. I would. That actually sounds like something that I would do. Kendra's daughters were pretty young when I met her. They were young. Papers and all. Right? Was she? I think so. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I kind of remember. But yeah, I got a problem with that. Shout out to Kendra. I'm pretty sure she's somebody doing dope shit. She was dope. She used to work out all the time. She had like a treadmill in her basement. She lived in the house. She had like a treadmill in her basement and shit. So she'd be on the treadmill all the time. We were like, we hear that shit go doo 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 doo. I was like, shit, she's running again. I'm playing some video games. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, please, and have a beautiful night. Just try to do good in the world, man. just remember, it's important for us to try to do good in the world because there's so many people that's doing the opposite. There's so many people that they don't want anything but the world to burn. There's so many people that they're not trying to do anything with their lives except for something destructive. So go out there, try to be productive. Try to do something not just good for yourself, because you got to do good things for yourself. Don't let people trick you into thinking that you can't never do nothing good for yourself. All right? I promise you. There's nobody in the world that has anything worth having that runs around thinking, I'm never going to do nothing good for myself. Other people first. No, do good stuff for yourself. Okay? And do good things for others. So I say all that to say, don't be scared to go out there and try to do good in the world. We need more good people in the world. We need more good things to happen in the world. We need more people to be productive in the world. And we need more people to not want to destroy. We need more people that want to build. It's mind-boggling how confused we are as a community. Think about it. The biggest pastime in our community is trying to stop the next man from eating. That's the biggest. Tell me where I'm wrong. It's like one of the most important things to a lot of people. Finding someone that they could try to prevent from being successful because they themselves don't believe that they have what it takes. Should we call them the Cabo 5? 13 people voted. 46% said no, 30% said yes, 50% said 23% said 50-50. I don't know. I don't really care for the Cabo 5 thing. I don't call them anything. I don't know what to call them, to be honest with you. Cabo 5, call them that. At least then we have some kind of moniker for them or something. Something, call them, I don't know. The fakest friends. These are the type of people that are helping your enemy win. Those are the type of people that watch you and laugh with others when you lose. Y'all be thinking that that's not a big deal. They just laugh, and you got to have a harder sense of humor. Whole time they hate you. Whole time they want everything in the world, the worst things to happen to you. This lady just lost in her life because some people that she thought her friends were really individuals that was watching her and wishing every single day that she lose. You know how bad they must feel? You got to understand how many times they probably sabotaged her and the shit didn't work. I want to say something real quick. Remember, they all got PPP loans. Those other people just effed it up. She just made her shit work for her. That was it. But she did work. What they did didn't work. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's the beef. That's the problem. Y'all keep those people around y'all that just be hating on individuals. And this is not me talking because of whatever the fuck. This is me talking about some real shit. Y'all keep those individuals around y'all that's always trying to figure out how to make another nigga lose. What kind of energy you think they bringing to the table? What up, Rhonda from upstate New York? She said, hey, Froze. What up, chillin'? What kind of energy you think they bringing to the table? Just say it. What kind of energy you think they're bringing to the table? People would tell somebody stop hating, and people would be like, yo, you just whatever. And people was trying to really give you good advice. You should stop hating. How could the Lord use you for something good if you're too busy hating? How could the Lord use you for something good in this world if you're spending your time hating? You're going to convince yourself that by hating, you're doing the Lord's will. You probably are doing the Lord's will. Because the Lord needs evil people to do evil things because he needs to fill hell up too. So you probably are doing the Lord's will. I think that's the part people forget. Hell also has to be full. That's the part people forget. With that being said, like I said, we're gonna get up out of here. We will be having our video. We're trying once again, everybody just have a good night. Go do some positive things. Uh, go to bed and try to have good thoughts when you go to sleep. We want to have good dreams. We want to wake up and we want to have a beautiful day in the morning. We want to encourage all of the positive energy in the world out of other people. We don't want to discourage. We don't want to destroy. We don't want to break down. We want to encourage. We want to build, and we want to resurrect. That's what we want to do. That's the energy that we want to have. Okay? There's already people doing all of the other energy. Allow them. I don't know what to tell you. Allow them. You can tell I've been eating a lot better. Look at my face. I want the face to stay slim though, not for nothing. I think it works better with the beard. I was looking at a picture of myself. My face was stupid fat. I was like, nah, that was too fat. And I saw a picture of like my whole body, and I was like, man, I had too much stomach. I was like, oh man. I prayed to God. I said, yo, God, please help me get rid of the stomach. And then I was thinking, when I was saying that, I was thinking he's gonna probably take food out of my life. You know what God did? Took food out of my life. Get what you want. You just gotta appreciate it, and not for nothing. I do appreciate it because I have an eating problem. It wasn't gonna happen no other way. Only other way was to be for me to improve my ability to exercise, and I couldn't do that because I got to work on a computer most of the days. So I wasn't able to really get the exercise I needed at that point. I could possibly do it now. I got to go get surgery though. As soon as I get surgery, I'm gonna be able to work out, and I'm gonna feel a lot better because I'm just used to working out most of the day. Like I'm used to just watching TV and working out while I'm watching TV, and then make a video or two, and work out while I'm watching TV. I'm doing squats and shit like that. That's how I'm used to working. I have my TV set up. I got my computer set up. I got my weight set up, and I just spend most days, playing with my 3 favorite toys: my TV, my BBN, and my weights. With that being said, we're gonna get up out of here. Everybody, also, if you do not know, the Jadakiss video. The Jadakiss video will be, the Jadakiss concert will be dropping soon, just so y'all can know. Shout out to that. Also, we have a ton of Rich Baby. Shout out to Rich Baby. We definitely appreciate it. He had one of the better performances. I think I was able to get his performance on our the live stream. He had one of the better performances that night. Salute to Rich Baby. That's a fact. With that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. All of y'all, please enjoy y'all day. Go do everything that y'all need to do. Make sure that y'all go win. And sometimes that means helping other people win. I promise you, your win in life isn't anywhere where it means that you're trying to destroy anyone. All of our wins in life that come from God is going to be when we're building something up. I promise you. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. # Bronx Bombs. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get in this one. I'm out.
This is probably one of the best songs I heard in a long time from anyone in the industry or not. That's one. That's a fact. Second, where's the fucking visuals? Can you get some visuals? Can you get on this immediately? Do you need help with visuals? I could, you know what? I got you. But you get visuals also.
No justice, no peace, but if you know justice, you will know peace. And keep the name of Dr. King out of your mouth if you dare ask people why they out here in the streets. You don't know that man if you question why people are in these streets. The man who said rise to the language of the unheard. The man who came in nonviolence, but said we are here to disrupt the status quo. You don't know that man. He was a revolutionary. He was about dismantling the systems. So if you are not here to dismantle the system,
you already know, man.
shut up.
If you don't, go by LB, man. Slap. Look, man.
I know I can change. So deep in this game, filled with this thunderous rain. A dark cloud held over my head. My head is high, I'm enduring the rain. I'm sipping the pain, gripping the wheel. 94 Buick Roadmaster, that is two-tone, and I'm switching them lanes, cause this is the game. A digi-scale had me weighing well. Taking life risks for a backflip. Blue strips and some pink 50s. Got the gang with me, keep our eyes open. Back against the wall, got God with me. Fear God on me. Used to rock Dickies, suit the 97. Bag of dog food, always into something. Goddamn, this is God's plan. Look, stick to the rules and the codes. As a kid, I was taught to be bold. Be a leader, never follow the show. That's good game, we're from Animal Crow. Yes. Blockhead, show me how to be focused. Family first, making moves in the focus. LA trips from the valley of Oakland, blowing purple, just PCH coasted. Money on my mind, that's always in motion. I know I can change. Call my nephews in the 40s, tell them that I love them. Rest in peace, Susie, guardian, homie. Mama taught me well, Papa used to school me, Nana always here for me. Yes, I am God's gift, nothing can take from me. Even if I'm gone, carving my name in the stone. Got the keys, I be opening doors. Pave the lanes, I can lead you to shore. Not a messiah, just a nigga with a gift of gab. Your weight in lemonade. I was always good at math, homie, beat the crap. I never had a Robert Kraft in my circle. I know I can change. Yes. I know I can change. I know I can change. I'ma let it breathe, man. Let that shit breathe a little bit. Shit. I know I can change, I know I can change.